Well, hello folks, welcome along to the ABC Journeyman. I am the Custard Prophet. First of all, big thank you to all of you folks who commented on the last video about the proposed rule changes. Lots and lots of ideas that you put forward, and pretty much everyone agreed we do need a rule change. So with that in mind, have we moved on from BASHLEY? Have we? No, not yet, but we have been looking. So we have looked at the Bath job came up, and we did put in for that, but we weren't successful. And there were a bunch of other jobs, but the majority of them were at the 10th tier. The Billericay job did come up. I think it was a Billericay job. They were a division below, although predicted to do quite well. And I thought maybe that might be quite a good one just to kind of get the win to move on. But in the end, I didn't go for it, and I kind of regret it a little bit. But we're still here at BASHLEY. So what have I decided to do in terms of the rule changes? So as I said, there were lots and lots of ideas. I think everyone agreed staying at a club for the minimum of 4 years was not the right move. But there were some suggestions around taking it even further than I suggested. And one person suggested I should have no minimum time at all. And I felt maybe that wasn't, that minimum time does mean that there is a little bit of a challenge there. So we can't just kind of skip round clubs and have no kind of, and there's no kind of peril about actually going to the wrong club. This way you actually do need to stay there for a couple of years, so you've got to pick wisely. But there was a couple of folks, Paul, Gary, I believe, thank you very much. You suggested maybe we have a minimum of 2 years at a club and then a maximum of 4. And I think that is what we're going to do. So that will be the rule going forward. We can stay at a club for a minimum of 2 years. If it's not going well, we can just pick up sticks and just leave. But if we're really kind of pushing forward and doing well and making progress, we can stay for a maximum of 4. And if we manage to get quite a long way on, then that might be quite useful when we're trying to build a club to do well in Europe. We are a heck of a long way from that at the minute. So with that in mind, we've done some transfer business and we have gutted this squad, really have gutted it. Hold on to your horses. The outs. Kasim Ido, left back. Jack Wood, left back. Devon King, striker. Alex Gleeson wanted to keep him, but he didn't want to stay. Simon Haynes, another midfielder. Lee Kearney, our midfield wonder kid, he didn't want to stay. Chris Sullivan, defender that we thought was going to do well for so long. Dom Smith, he's gone. And Jamie Williams, I can't remember who that was, but all of those have gone. Big changes at the club. So who have we brought in? Couple of players who've come in. I think you saw Aaron Smith coming in halfway through the last season. So from Cadbury Heath, pretty pleased with that signing. Good left back, but also can provide cover in the centre of midfield. So first new player, Temi Awika. So we needed some additional centre backs. This guy can play on the right side as well. He's very much a defensive right back, but as a centre back, he's got all of his all the things that we want to be in double figures in his technicals are, which is kind of nice. Good jumping reach, pretty aggressive with decent concentration. There's a lot of things that you want to be relatively high there, and they all are, with the exception of strength. But that seems to be a problem at these lower levels. So pretty happy with him, bringing him in. I'm hoping he can give us a bit of bite at the back and just win a few more balls. 3 other players who've come in. Another player from Cadbury Heath. This guy is kind of on non-contract. Richard Stewart, absolutely thrilled with this signing. He's not quite as technically impressive as a centre-back, but what he does have is an incredibly good mentals for this level. He's pretty slow, but everything else really in his physicals, apart from his balance is pretty good as well. So for me, this guy looks an absolute steal. I think he's going to do very well. He can play on the left side. We're probably not going to do that. I think we'll be playing him as a central defender on support. And I think his kind of mental attributes will really help him alongside whoever we've got in there. So pretty happy with that. Yeah, I know. Keelan de la Mer, which is an awesome name. Now, this guy we are paying a little bit more than I might have done, considering he's got finishing of 4 and we're thinking of playing him as a striker. He can play in this role here, which might end up being the right role for him, but he can't pass really. What do I like about him? I mean, I like his physicals. He's very, very fast, which is what we kind of needed. But this kind of teamwork, work rate, that sort of stuff that I really want that in my players. So people who kind of give their everything for the team. So bravery of 19 as well. So he is going to get involved. He's not started great as yet, to be perfectly honest. But he's playing in that pressing forward role, which is what he wanted to do, and a bit of bite in the centre, a bit of sort of more of an attacking player of anything. Spyros Avagoustidis, a Greek lad who provides us with, he's a young 21-year-old, but he provides us with, I think, a decent, solid player in the centre of the pitch who I think will be playing in that Gleeson role. He's not as good as Gleeson, but I'm hoping, we're still very much looking at the minute, so fingers crossed we'll find someone to maybe be the number 1 and he can offer backup. But at the minute it's just hard to find out. Everyone seems to be either wanting, if the loan players want like £180 a week, can't afford that, or for a lot of the free transfers, they're all of a sudden wanting to sign a non-contract contract, or whatever that means, but they want like £300 appearance fees. That's going to bankrupt us in no time. So we can't do that either. So it's pretty much everyone is I pick is having, it fits into one of those camps, which is not great. So we will continue to look for good quality players to add to the squad. So no loanees at the minute. We are looking a little bit on the weak side. I guess the really big news in terms of, like, well, it's not that big, but we've actually got a player who looks pretty good, and we've bought him through from our youth team, and it is this Hungarian Martin Nagy, I'm not sure how you pronounce that. I think for a 16-year-old at this level, this guy looks absolutely superb, and his pre-season looks like he's absolutely superb. 11 goals in 6 games. Some of that for the under-21s, he absolutely dominated there, but he's been scoring goals as well for the seniors as well. So he is going to get a full chance. And it may well be that actually playing him alongside the likes of Max Ryan turns out to be the best thing to do, maybe with De La Mare just behind in that number 10 role. But we've got players to move around. First game of the season, we're going to be missing Harley Mills and Andreas Giorgio. They're both out injured, suspended. And we're going to be playing White Ensign in the FA Cup. Now, they're in the Essex Senior League, which I think I think this is the 10th tier. Because they're relegated somewhere, but it doesn't say. So, so this should be one that we can potentially win. They've already lost their first match in the Essex Senior League, so that's good. So we got them today. I'm hoping we can put a good performance together. We've got a full team out. I'm excited by this. I'm particularly excited by showing you our new Hungarian forward, Nagy, and our Greek player. It's a full international side now, isn't it? Let's go and play some football, folks. Right, here we go. Coming out with a positive approach. First couple of chances, though, everything actually has gone to the White Ensign, but it's Nagy who's got it. He plays De La Mare, who we've not seen much. I mean, we know he can't finish. Oh, is that true? What a strike from distance. Maybe his long shots are better than his close quarters finishing. Let's just have a quick shufty at that. 10 free kick taking. I did not see that. That would be useful. But 2 long shots and 4 finishing suggests he's probably not going to be that useful, but definitely useful there. So 1-0. Great goal. Well, Hollard now, they've not done anything at all. Tijani plays it forward. Reynolds is going to play it back in, and the defence has done absolutely zero there. Shabam, and that's a lovely bit of goalkeeping. We've kept with Hollard. I just can't find anybody else at the minute. So we are keeping with our goalkeeper. Slightly worried that they're giving us a little bit more of a game than I expected. Tijani with a nice header there. Corner here. Smith, though. And here's Delamere. I thought he was going to have another shot. Smith in. Ball out. And Tijani picks up. You, sir, should not be outside the box. You should be getting the headers. Sharples. Didn't actually run through the team, did I? Sharples is still here. And Nagy, after saying how good he is, he had a great chance there. And probably we should be 2-0 up now. Right, here we go. Here's Stewart. They're pressuring them to play that early ball, aren't they? Here's Hollard now. I mean, they are putting the pressure on. I might take that off because I'm not sure how much we're benefiting from that at all. Let's take that off. We will leave it to the gods as to who they distribute to. Well, 1-0 at half time. It's an okay match, nothing to write home about. So we are going to make the change. Ryan is coming on as a deep line forward alongside Nagy. Delamere is going to be in behind, and we'll see how that works. Here's a corner though. Delamere with the free kick. It's gone all the way through. Found Stewart. Sharples, you going to have a shot from there? I think you should, mate. Smith. Howarth. Nice ball. Ryan. And it's into Nagy, and he's standing on the goal line. Ryan just smashes it across, and Nagy is right there. And what did I say? He's going to get some goals. He just seems to be... He seems to get in the right places at the right time, which I kind of like for a striker. So we've not looked amazing, but we've done well here. And maybe what we've just done is the right move, and we can kind of push forward from here. Well, Peace Carter has come off. We're putting Lewis Awad on. Might well be getting another right midfielder who's not that good, but going to add to what we have. Last change, Awika comes on at the back, and he comes on for Stewart. So what's he going to be able to do? It's a slightly rubbish bit of play there, and it is in 81 minutes, and White Ensign are back in it. It's 2-1. I didn't think they haven't looked at all useful for the majority of the game. Well, in the end, it did not matter a jot. We have won that 2-1. I think very much deserved that win. Great performance from Nagy. Ryan came on and did the business. Maybe that is our new front three. Looks pretty good. I think we need a little bit more on this right side. Once we've got Mills back, that's going to look better there, and we just need to sort out what our best back line is. There's some thoughts that need to go on there, but I'm not sure what those are at the minute. So, good victory. We move on to the next one. Don't think it was the hardest one to get, but Nagy gets his debut goal at this level, which is really nice. Oh, Michael Judge, or Mikael Judge. What do we think about him? I mean, he's a 19-year-old Irish lad, contracted to Uxbridge. Again, one of these players where it's not great looking, but it's solid for the level we're at. Not really going to massively improve what we have, but he might sort of provide an option to come off the bench. So who knows what we're going to have? As the more there is more, we won't go through all of those. Anyway, folks, let's just have a quick look here. So I'm probably going to be playing forward, I don't know, quite a bit. Maybe go to the Berkhamsted game. Not sure quite what they're expected to do, but that seems a good place. We are going to be looking to move on though. So we are going to keep our eyes firmly peeled on the job market. At the minute, right at the start of the season, there's nothing really there. As you can see, there's no real insecure jobs, club jobs at all. Everything is at worst stable. So we've got some time to sort out there. Undoubtedly, there will be lots of jobs appearing, in a couple of months as people get sacked. It may well be that we get sacked, but fingers crossed that's not going to be the case. Anyway, folks, let me know what you think of the episode, what you think of the decision around the rules, and what do you think about this team? Is this a team that can make a crack for the title with a few more players added? If we can actually find players who want to come to us. I'm not certain, to be perfectly honest, but let me know what you think. Okay, folks, well, that'll do. If you've enjoyed this, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you are new, and I'll see you for the next one. Goodbye.